Skin the Hardaway, Southern T, back with another EP. And y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, if y'all could, do your boy a favor and jab that like button for your boy when you roll on in. We're back here with an informational tea. A few days ago, you know what I mean? I broke the news that Anthony Joshua was in Dallas and he was training with Derrick James in the Earl Spence camp. You know, since then, Derrick James has posted a photo of his own, you know what I mean, confirming these, reports and stories to be true, right? So today I'm here with a little, along the same lines, right? Same, appreciate you. What's good, MP? What the fuck? Along the same lines, you know what I mean, kind of follow up to that. I did a little more, you know what I mean, research. Right now at this moment, AJ is in Philly, right? Not really sure why he in Philly. I think he may be, getting a little touch of work with some trainers in Philly, right? But I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty sure that Anthony Joshua is going to be signing over there with. Appreciate you, Tay. That Derrick James. I mean that AJ is going to be signing over there with Derrick James and the man down camp, right? But I got a look, I got a story this morning, pertaining to that, about the lead up until AJ, the lead up to AJ decided, you know what I mean, to sever ties with Robert Garcia, as you know. And if you don't know, I'm about to tell you right now. AJ's Anthony Joshua's last couple of fights was good, yo, the wise. Appreciate you sliding through. AJ's last couple of fights have been under the tutelage of Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia is Mikey Garcia's brother. What's good, Cassandra? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Queen. Glad you could make it. That's the probably, more than likely Hall of Fame trainer, right? Robert Garcia, that's Mikey Garcia's brother. He has a couple champions on his stable. He had been training Anthony Joshua these last previous fights, these championship fights with Alexander Usyk. You know what I mean? To be exact, he trained him for the Alexander Usyk fight, right? But I'm hearing stories, reports from their camp. What's good, Jason? I'm hearing reports from their camp, right? That the reason that Anthony Joshua left is because there's a little bad blood between Robert Garcia and Anthony Joshua in the way that everything was handled in Anthony Joshua's last fight with Alexander Usyk. You know what I mean? What's good, Snacks B? Appreciate you sliding through. If y'all could jab that like button for your boy. I got 9 people in the building. I got 6 likes. Could I get everybody in here to jab that thumbs up? That ain't jab that thumbs up. You know what I mean? But where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Right after Anthony Joshua's defeat to Alexander Usyk in the second fight, Anthony Joshua, he had said something that I brought to the light in one of my Southern CEPs. Anthony Joshua had said, Robert Garcia has said, originally, right? He said, I'm proud of Anthony Joshua. He gave it his all, and he left everything in the ring. Anthony Joshua said something interesting to me after that. Anthony Joshua said, I don't feel like I left it all in the ring. I feel like I left it all in the gym, right? That was the first issue. And then another issue came right from the first fight when we thought Robert Garcia and Anthony Joshua was about to split, right? Anthony Joshua had said his corner never told him that he was losing the fight. You know what I mean? Now, why it's easy for Anthony Joshua to blame his corner, right? As a boxer, your corner are your ears and your eyes, right? That you can't see. Anthony Joshua said in that first fight, he felt like he could have won, but his corner wasn't, they wasn't putting it in his head, in his ear that, he needed to push the gas. He said he thought that he was boxing well and that he, would be given the victory on the scorecards, but he ended up losing the decision. So he said, so he blamed that on his corner. You know what I mean? Then Anthony Joshua. But they ended up, fixing that, smoothing over that problem. Robert Garcia and Anthony Joshua, and they stayed together, right? Well, they stayed together, got past the first fight. they went into the second fight, right? But again, like I stated, where there is smoke, there is fire. Now, right now, a little later, we could see that it's everything wasn't all peachy and cream. What's good, D man? PJ's big dog. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all jab that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time. I got 14 people in here. I got 7 likes. If y'all could jab that like button, help keep the likes with the views while we have this good boxing conversation this morning, right? So they eventually end up staying together after the first fight, after the first two problems, right? The first problem being that he said, he felt like his corner didn't tell him, the right things in the corner. He felt like his corner should have told him to fight with more urgency in the first fight. So he feel like that's why he lost. And then we got the second issue. It came out on fight night when he said when Robert Garcia said he felt like Anthony Joshua did good and he left it all in the ring. AJ said he felt like he left it all in training camp. And then later on, Robert Garcia himself came out and said that AJ wasn't necessarily doing the things that he was instructing AJ to do, right? So again, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Now we fast forward to this time, and I've gotten word that indeed there is a rift between Robert Garcia and Anthony Joshua, which is the reason that Anthony Joshua, is bouncing around again in the USA looking for different trainers for this fight. Now, Derrick James is looking like the lead candidate right now. You know what I mean? But nothing is official yet. But I'm about to read a couple of these notes. I jotted some shit down. So let me get to it for a second. You know what I mean? But where there's smoke, there is fire. He said Garcia have terrible advisory in the corner. Y'all do your boy solid. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. What's good? What's good, Bo? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Bo. Glad you could make it, pimp. Glad you could make it. I'm about to get to this. Let me go to my notes real quick. I'm rolling up, I'm going in my notes. Y'all give your boy a second. Y'all jab that like button for your boy. Okay, here we go. And I ain't gonna keep y'all too long this morning because it's something else I want to talk to y'all about. Shakur Stevenson's next opponent. You know what I mean? But let's get into it. Mate. And I got 17 people in the bid. What's good, DP? Appreciate you sliding through. I got 17 people in the building. Could I get everybody in the building to jab that like button? So y'all stay with your boy. Now I got 15, like 17 people in the building. I need everybody in here that ain't smashed the like button. Jab that like button for your boy. Robert Garcia, who has successfully coached multiple world champion, leaves AJ after one Joshua loss for the second time to Alexander Usyk in the Middle East rematch. According to the Calabase former boxer, Joshua would turn up to the gym and tell Garcia he didn't want to spar. Alternatively, he wouldn't come to the gym at all if he didn't feel like it. So this is Robert Garcia saying that, AJ was hard to work with. But I digress. That's not how champions train. Garcia seems to be glad that he's out of that situation. So Anthony Joshua decided to leave Robert Garcia, and this is Robert Garcia, basically just stating his piece and voicing his side, you know what I mean, of the situation. And what Robert Garcia is saying that AJ wasn't really dedicated, you know what I mean, to the sport. He wasn't really dedicated to the craft. You know what I mean? Either my personal advice, I told him and all of his team right before I left the next day, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's me again. He needs to change his camps around. That's what Robert Garcia had to say. Robert Garcia said he needs to change his whole camp around the people around him. You know what I mean? Not his trainer. Either Joshua needs to go to the United States and he needs to train in the gym. He needs to train with some young guys who are looking up to him And you cannot say today, I don't want to spar because I'm tired or I didn't sleep enough last night, so I don't want to train today. So Robert Garcia saying AJ wasn't fully committed. You know what I mean? He didn't want to train. He wasn't receptive to all things that Robert Garcia was putting out there. He said Joshua is currently stateside himself, looking for a new coaching team for a second London battle with White that will collide 8 years from the first encounter. That and it said Derrick James is the current favorite to take over from Garcia, the lead two-time world champion in battle. Garcia is aware of Joshua's desire to find a replacement and has already moved on himself with his full schedule. Honestly, I wish him the best. From what I understand, even if it was me again training him for his next fight, he's trying to fight sometime in the spring. Going to a camp in England would be very difficult for me. You know what I mean? So basically, Robert Garcia was good, Picasso. What's good, Picasso? Robert Garcia can slender him. He won't. Robert Garcia can slender him. He wants now, yo. So that's the article. You know what I mean? That's the piece that Robert Garcia had put out. That's the piece that Robert Garcia put out. You know what I mean? Pertaining the whole AJ situation, there is a little bad blood between the two. It's looking like AJ will be signing with Derrick James. You know what I mean? So we could be on the lookout for that. Where there is smoke, there is fire. Anthony Joshua has officially left. Robert Garcia, right? And Robert Garcia said that he's not necessarily upset that Anthony Joshua is no longer in his camp because Anthony Joshua was kind of difficult to work with anyway. But I ain't gonna keep y'all here too long because I got another EP coming up at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock. We gonna talk about Shakur Stevenson's new opponent. So y'all make sure y'all roll right back on around. As soon as this one go down, that one coming up. Greatly appreciate you sliding through. Skin Hardaway 7T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.